the Natural Wonders, the 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Wait, I thought Tia was in the intro.
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
right. I'm
thanks.
sorry. Go ahead.
Why don't you stop that?
We're not starting over. We're going to roll with this. Go ahead, Kia.
Sorry for that, folks. Welcome to the Natural Wonders 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. We return to you with the continuation of our story and hopefully the entrance into Zizo.
That's what we've been saying for literally like 3 or 4 episodes now. We'll get to Zizo eventually.
Whatever. I am Brian, or Kia.
I'm Jason, I play Nowhere.
Thomas Wonderpart!
Dear God, you should see like the sound waves. I'm DJ, I play Lorian.
I'm Corey. I play Lenny Lepelgler.
I'm Ryan. I'm really mysterious and I play the magical role of Crops.
You're not mysterious at all.
You forgot that smooth
You're actually
talking
very
road.
predictable as a character.
You forgot the smooth talking road.
Alright, so we last left off with we just finished with the Belgoy. We got some magical weapons. They're going to meet us on the other side of Zizo.
Yeah, but Lenny and Drez just finished killing some dude. Lenny and him kind of made a little bit more of a connection, and they were about to start packing up camp. So, guess we're in a hurry.
We're rushing. We're speed walking down that mountain pass.
By the way, do you get the notes still, Jason? Because I did not write down that guy's name. I keep forgetting his name. Besmet or
Oh, the bellboy dude?
You got it right,
Bootmoss?
Jason.
I think it's Bootmoss.
Bursmet.
Bursmet. Bursmet is actually, they agreed that he's going to accompany you guys back on the mountain. He's going to stay with you guys, so he'll kind of have a better idea of where to meet them on the other side of the mountain.
Okay. Alright, so we're rushing down, but at a safe pace.
It's very difficult terrain. I need you guys to roll.
Seriously?
No, I'm not being serious. I just want you guys to get into the city.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Glad we're on the same page, finally. I realized at the house I've got like 3 20-sided dice that Noah's been playing with that I left at my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's dice all in that room that we go to. Because now the dice are not playing.
Well,
He
let's
what's
try
his-
to put him in his mouth.
No, we never do that.
That might make it lucky. I don't know. What's his like ratio of like high numbers to low?
He's all over the place, man. He'll do a 1 and play 20 the next time. Hey, there's no in between with Noah.
Great. So when he comes up into the game, he's gonna be like a wild card. Maybe.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be like Jason last session. 4 straight nat ones. Okay, so
Alright.
did we make it back to the camp all right?
Okay, so let's just you guys, as you guys just are coming down the mountain, like the final path, coming through that secret passage that you went through earlier, you see Lenny and Drez and the rest of the whole group. They're getting everything kind of packed up and they're starting to reorganize.
What's the name of the guy that
Dress.
that commissioned our slave army?
King
Balfour?
Balfour, yeah. Sorry, Balfour Bay is a commercial contractor. Okay. So we get with them and I'm like, Lenny, I have something for you from the Belgoy.
Oh, what is it?
You're not talking to your mic, man.
Oh, what is it?
I take off the ring and I try to mask my disappointment when I hand it to him because I don't really know what it does. It's a ring.
Oh, what's it do?
Why don't you try it on? Oh yeah!
Lenny disappears.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
So we don't know what the ring does. So I don't know what the ring does.
Gosh, there was a description in there.
It was like a ring of holding, wasn't it?
Yeah, ring of holding.
Just saying.
The Belgoy called it a ring of holding. What it holds, I'm not sure.
What? How can you hold with it? What is it?
Maybe you can put stuff through it. Maybe it's kind of like a.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of slide the ring on and off my finger.
It's not for your finger.
You lose your finger.
Try putting something in it. Besides your finger. I don't know. Find something small. Like here. Pick up a rock or
A
something.
ring of holding. I can only hold something small in the ring.
No, I'm saying like maybe it goes into like some sort of extra plane that kind of like a bag of holding. Obviously, is a small bag, but inside the dimensions are much larger. So maybe if you put
Okay, I take one of my little metal ball bearings and that I have in my bag that were used to.
That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. How is he supposed to pull him back out?
Just gonna maybe shake it the other way. Just spin the balls out.
It's like a long invisible tube.
Oh, well, I just take a metal ball bearing out of my,
You're not in the mic, man.
I have to be like making out with the mic.
Yeah, basically 2 to 3 inches.
Okay, I take a metal ball bearing from my bag and I put it into the ring.
Okay. And
What happens? Does it
just
just
hear a
fall?
clink as it touches the ring.
Well, I meant like I'd like drop it through. I can hold the ring.
Oh, it clinks a little bit because you didn't swish it, but it falls right through and hits the ground.
Not quite.
This is the most, you know.
Maybe you can investigate it more while we're walking to see
Let's
something.
stop that counts.
Okay, well, I put
It's
it in
least
my, I put it in my pouch.
It does appear to be made out of silver, which you recognize from your years of feeding.
Yeah, I put it in my pouch and I don't put it on. I don't leave it on.
You're not gonna wear it?
No,
Just-
I'll wear it.
I'll wear it.
I'm not the kind of person that flashes. Well, I steal from people who do that.
Alright, so we make our way to Zizo. We're packing up camp.
Alright, let me take lead of the caravan. Like when the guard asks us what our business is, I'll talk to the guard.
Okay. As you guys start marching on, you step over the charred path where the fire was before. Bursmith, he kind of chuckles and he tells you, we did that actually.
Oh,
Hey.
really?
You slowed us down.
Well, we didn't know how else to get your attention without it becoming a violent thing.
That was close to violent, but that
I
doesn't
could have
matter.
just sent a letter.
We're illiterate.
Or you gonna come with a white flag like
You're
you did
illiterate,
after.
but you know what illiterate means.
You're actually not illiterate. Well, he's not. Anyways, okay, so you continue on. You make the trek for about the extra mile. As you get closer, you start to realize how large the gate to Zizo is. Although there is a lot of traffic, but it's kind of a compartment system where you let into one. You can see people getting let into one area. There's another gate, so they close that gate off. I guess,
It's like the Panama Canal.
I guess you could think of it that way. If,
So it's in water, it's people.
if characters knew what was.
I'm just saying, for my frame of reference. Okay.
No, it's
Are they worried at all that there's a huge army marching in their direction?
well, you're still a little bit off. You're just
Okay.
see that.
1 million arrows.
Well, now we know they don't have they can't see with.
Maybe we should come up with white banners and stuff like that. Just
Let's not have a belt
No,
today.
we're not surrendering.
Let's just make sure the bellboy's in the back. Bursmar, just come back with Bursman. Hazmat, come back with me.
No, how about we pretend he's a prisoner?
Ooh, good idea. Good call, Lenny.
That is nice.
Alright, Lenny. You take a point. You're the.
Alright, we'll tie him up and have him bound and, we'll march up.
What are you doing?
This is for our own safety. We're gonna have to pretend you're a prisoner, lest they discover that we're actually working with the Belgoy or instead of against them.
I guess that makes sense. I was kind of hoping you guys just might hide me in something, but okay, I can do this.
Not a very conventional force. You have to understand that.
As you were getting closer, though, you can go ahead and tie him up. He's tied up now. And as you start to realize that the gates are staying, they stop moving people through the caravans, and the gates open, and there's a number of guards, probably maybe 2 dozen. Those guards,
Right.
they come out of the gates and they start coming your way. And we stop about a half mile from you guys, and 2 men on horses start making the rest of the trek.
Okay, I start walking forward because I don't have a horse. I tell the caravan to halt and I walk forward to meet the
Okay.
2 horsemen.
All right. They meet in the middle. You see a couple of guys. They're wearing kind of crudely made armor. They're very dirty, but they come out and they both have They have a couple of swords, and they ask, "What is your business here? Why do you have so many men with you?"
We were commissioned by Lord, gosh, I can't remember
King
his name.
Gopher.
Go for it.
King Beaufort to fight the.
Oh, you mean King Bafur?
Oh yes, King Beaufort. My apologies. We
Not
were
my native
commissioned
tongue.
by King Beaufort to slay the Belgoy. Yes, the Belgoy.
Ah, fantastic. Do you have your paperwork at least? I know he doesn't do things without any sort of documentation.
Do we have paperwork?
You did, remember? You did. The guy gave you a copy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh yes, I have that right here because I am the one who grabbed that. and I show him the papers.
Ah, excellent. Where are the rest of your it says I guess I need to speak to Nowhere. He's the leader of your group.
That's right. And then I like whistle and Nowhere just because he's a wizard knows what that means.
Well, you guys are
We're
doing the thief
developing,
thing, right?
we're
Yeah.
developing, like an intricate, like whistling routine.
All right, I'd like to hear that whistle.
You guys are
Wait, was that the wind blowing? Or was it-
I guess I'm gonna ride up to meet Lenny, or I guess walk. I don't have a horse.
Yeah, that's good. So you can kill time with the guards if you like, talking while he's making the half-mile trip.
You can walk and then when you get close, you do just close enough to do that awkward like jog thing.
Just like the kind of bobbling jog.
Sorry guys.
You think you're close enough to start jogging, we realize halfway through the young years coming, so you start walking again. Whew, a little winded.
It's a little warm out here. Because it is daytime now.
Okay.
What seems to be the problem?
Are you speaking of guards?
Yes.
Oh, no problem. We just needed to speak with the head of charge here that's on the documents, which seems to be Nowhere. Is that you?
That would be me. I sent my emissary to do my bidding.
And I bow, I prostrate myself before you.
Oh, it's a very heavily armed emissary.
I have done my fair share of fighting, yes.
These are rough terrains. You never know what you might run into.
Speaking of which, did you run into the bellboy on your way in?
We did, and we captured one.
Excellent. Hasn't tried anything, has it? I heard there can be quite.
No, he's quite
aggressive.
docile. We're just trying to pry at him for information.
Excellent. Okay. If you'd like, we have our own chambers here you can use. Down below. We've dug into the ground so nobody can hear anything coming out of there.
That's okay. We'll keep them close by. We have to bring them back to King Beaufort.
Excellent. I understand. Well, it says okay. It seems to be in order for the amount of men and everything. So, will you be staying in Zizo?
No, we're just passing through.
Oh, come on. There's a lot of great things in Zizo.
We may just stay, but it might be a little hard to rest an entire army in a city.
Nonsense. We are the capital of trade in this land. There's plenty of room for you and your men. I can even direct you. Well,
But we all have to stay in the same place. I don't want to be scattered in single-rate hotels throughout the city.
understandable. We have.
I visited Yelp.com for reviews.
Okay, I can show you a place. It's called the Dusty Crab.
Dusty crap.
It has a very large hospitality area, enough to accommodate most of your men.
Alright, well, we'll pass through and we'll decide then. We'll discuss it as a team.
Excellent.
Oh, we
Okay.
have a Wendy's!
Okay. So they say, well, if you would please, we'll keep our trade traffic going until you arrive. So just let us know when you're ready to make your way through the gates, and we'll halt the trade traffic.
We are gonna head there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys have to go back and get your man, and then travel half. I'm just saying, it's like almost a mile they have to travel.
We'll be there within an hour.
Excellent. We'll be waiting for you. My name is Wendell, by the way. If you need any help.
Wendell.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
Oh yeah, you're not there.
No,
It's
I know. I'm Wendell.
Wendell.
Yeah, where are we? gate.
Hey, you can't write that down, you didn't hear it.
And what is your job at NC
We're
Bill?
in the back.
Oh, I'm the headmaster of the gates. That's pretty much all I do. I ensure traffic in and out of the main gate facing Dizizo Pass.
If we're riding back here and all of a sudden we hear the rains of Castamere, I'm going to kill you, Wendell. No, I'm just kidding. I don't say that.
Okay, I will run off and I'll wait for you. Just no need to notify us. I will see your group.
So make sure we break bread with them. It's eat inside it, so they can't violate the what's it called when you eat under their roof or something. They can't.
But we broke bread!
Okay. So what do you guys want to do now?
I guess we're gonna head back to our main and start marching.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do real time here. It's
Stay tuned next week.
if you guys like to make conversation, you know, we have an hour. Listeners, if you'd like, this is a good time to go get a snack, maybe.
Yeah.
No. So you guys get to the gate, and you notice there's a lot of caravans. There's actually another gate you didn't see hidden by a mountain. It's just to this. It's another entrance to Zizo, but that's actually where they're coming out of. So they're kind of coming in and out of that way, and you hear the men start yelling something, and then the flow. You see like the kind of sea of just trade people, like just. They also kind of disgruntled looks on their face, and they look over at you guys, and kind of like, ugh. They have to stop, they start backing up and turning around a little bit to back off of the entrance. And as you guys go through, they're all kind of looking around at everybody, and they're looking at, you know, they're kind of giving very judgmental looks. This is obviously a very merchant class that's in here. They have, you know, nice things.
Alright, well, I go to Lorian and I say, while we're here, I think we should take a break, but I'm going to go seek out a few wealthy merchants and see if they wouldn't be willing to invest in our cause to destroy the Belgoy, because that helps their trade, because they're getting raided. They'll want to see their profits increase, don't you think?
That might not be a terrible idea to increase our
They
financial
can give us
situation.
weapons, armor that we didn't have before, maybe horses.
I think the less time we spend in Zizo, the better. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention.
I think that's true. I think we spend the night, rest up. I think Lenny, at that time, you can go ahead and see if you can commission anybody. Oh, it's just one night though, and then we leave.
One night, that's it.
One night, make it very clear to everyone. It is one night. So, and then, does anyone else have any ideas of what we can do? I like your idea of everyone staying together, the army staying together. Like,
And speaking of which, you get about half of your army into that one section before the second gate, and they halt everybody.
right here we go. Well, look, here come the archer, here come the crossbowmen. I knew it. All right.
And as they shut the back gate, and you see some of the guards and Wendell is waiting at the gate, smiling and very cheerful looking.
Wendell, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, easy, don't worry. We have a system, we have to be safe here. There's, as you know, we have the Belgoy out here, we don't have any raids happening and them sneaking into our gates here, so we have to do the system. Don't worry, everything's okay.
Yeah, you definitely don't want any bad boys sneaking in. You don't want any bad people sneaking in that don't have
Me and my 15 assassins are like, we have what's the Belgoy prisoner name?
Hazmat.
We have Burzmet like in rope and stuff like that in like our little like shroud of units.
Thomas and Crumps, keep an eye out, just in case you see any funny business.
I'll try to decide. Not that it matters, but you guys want to decide who's with the front group and who's with the back group.
I guess I'm with the front group.
Yeah. I'm in the
I'm
back.
I'm in the back. I said I was gonna do the back.
Yeah, Thomas was in the back with me. Crumps, where are you?
Where the party's at.
I don't know
Party
what
in the
Crumps
front.
is.
He's a mullet. Party in the back.
Oh, sorry, I'm in the back now. I'm in the back.
It's but I don't like now Crump strikes me as like a college like freshman guy. Like what is
I'm pretty sure Crumps is schizophrenic.
Crumps has multiple personality disorder. He's probably not safe to have in a party. Everybody.
You know, we keep asking how to spell crumps, but it probably changes with every person.
Okay.
Real quick, do you guys remember all the items that you got?
Yeah.
The magic
The
items?
gauntlets and
Yes.
nothing more.
Yeah, you go. You got it.
I got 2 rings, one was made of emerald, one was made of
It is ruby and sapphire.
ruby. They were called the rings of empathy.
And I got a ring. I got the one ring to rule them all.
Close enough.
It's really
would
just
be
a,
good.
it's a kind of a carrying ring, I guess. Nothing special.
Fully made out of
Maybe it
gold.
allows you to hold more stuff.
It increases your carrying capacity.
Crumps,
Then
what did you
if I
get?
put it on, you'd be like, oh, and you feel like you can carry a lot more than you are.
Furry 100 for Fury.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Crumb's got that little, it's a small glass orb the size of an apple with 100 little black dots inside it moving around.
God,
Called the
that's
100 Furry of Fury.
If I could pick one person at this table that I'd rather not have something sounding like that, it'd probably be Thomas first, but Crumps would be the closest.
I want to put it in my hands and break it.
That doesn't sound like a good idea, Crumps.
Okay. Anyway, so we got a box of
Cheese squares.
If Bruno Mars didn't get taken off YouTube, I'm pretty sure that.
I can still watch the video.
Yeah.
They did it.
Well, when I tried to visit it, it said it was down.
They did give me a warning that said like some countries might not be able to view it. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, because we have Uptown Funk playing in the behind the scenes
Oh,
video.
yeah.
It got
extremely
flagged-
recognizable song.
It got flagged as copyrighted material.
But the smooth jazz didn't get copyrighted.
It's smooth jazz. It's pretty.
I don't imagine they have a lot of lawyers on their side.
All right, continue.
Sorry, let's put it right.
Yeah. Really into the mic, dude. I'm gonna have to edit that out. That's disgusting.
Have you started editing the stuff from last week, or is that too far away?
No, I'm about 3 weeks ahead.
Okay. So, yeah, you just whenever the
You
items
guys
have.
treat your character sheets as freaking napkins, guys.
Well, this is why I hate accelerated characters.
Yeah, that means that's what we're playing next.
Nice.
Anyway, so they shut the gate behind the front group, and Wendell says, "Please come on in, bring everybody in." And it's obvious they've cleared a kind of an area, and they have some women out there. They're like, it's just like a very welcoming thing. They're handing
The
out.
second half of our women making it the gate yet?
No, see, they went through the first gate, and the second gate is shut once they're in.
I feel like Francesca was the only other woman in this world.
Alright, so let's wait at the gate for the rest of our women to get through.
Okay, so everybody piles out of the kind of the segmented area, and then the gate's shut behind the front group. For the second group, the front gate's open.
Okay, we walk through the army
Okay,
with our hat.
you get in, and then the inner gate opens as the back gate shuts behind you guys. And Wendell's there again. Welcome, please come in.
I give him an awkward stare. Sort of threatening, but really sort of awkward at the same time.
I was kind of staring at
His-
Thomas like
His
that.
tone changes immediately. He looks right back at Thomas and says, "Please step this way."
All right, we step through.
Okay. Now you're all out there. They have some women out there that are like just very friendly, smiling. They're handing out some like weird root vegetable pieces that
Ruby.
Yeah, roots.
She wants the root.
What was that pork head called? Borka? I do Borka?
Borcha.
Borcha?
No, they do not look like borcha.
Great
It's
drug.
a orchard root.
When we
That's-
way back in the beginning, Crumbs had a drug. Krell had a Borcha root, which I guess is one of the drugs in Destria, kind of like dragon leaf.
But this one's more of a. I guess the equivalent would be like acid or LSD,
Yeah. Okay.
maybe shrooms, a mixture of any of that stuff.
Right,
But
let's get a
it's
try.
psychedelics.
Kio's one good thing. One of the many things Kio's good at is naming high fantasy drugs.
The Porsche route.
Yeah, no, it just looks like, like, doesn't look like anything special. Wendell just shows good faith. He sees you guys kind of look a little suspicious. Obviously, you guys have been through something bad in this scenario, and he goes and grabs one and just starts munching on it.
Okay, I take some
Okay.
as a sign of hospital.
Wait,
As an
the
acceptance.
drugs?
No, it's not drugs. It's just
Oh,
no.
Whoa, he doesn't think it's drugs.
I don't.
Perception check.
You see flying colors.
No, I'm not taking it. I just keep saying.
I will take some as a sign of kind of like accepting the hospitality.
Okay, great. And everybody seems to ease up a little bit as soon as you eat that. And yeah, so Wendell says, no, if you'd like, I can show you to the large hospitality area if you'd like. I can hold almost all of your men.
Who's the wealthiest merchant in town?
He pulls you to the side. We'll speak of that in private if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
You're gonna want to go down. He gives you kind of a direction of go after going off the main road in town. Just you want to go off to the right, and he tells you kind of the specifics.
Go down the main road to the right, okay?
Yeah, and then you know where that giant rock is over there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the red one. Yeah, I like that
Oh,
rock.
no, not the red one. It's actually kind of more of a white tint.
It's the one behind the red one, but in front of the greenest white one.
Yes.
Oh, God.
But not the first one, the second one.
Oh.
Anyways, so he kind of gives you specifics on how to get there. He says, but you may want to be wearing something else unless you're escorted with somebody else. They tend to be very protective of their district. And not themselves, but they will have their hired help out there, if you will.
So I want to dress like I'm not going to war. Is that what you're implying?
Yeah, I would recommend that. You're there to do business, nothing threatening.
What if I had a few bodyguards with me? Would that be unallowable?
I would have them very, very dressed down. But I'm not very favorable of that district, so I am familiar. I can kind of show you a little bit how to, I can show you how to kind of, make it seem less threatening than it is. So.
Okay, sure. Do you want to meet at this point in
The green room.
an hour and a half, and then maybe you can take me that direction and take me on a tour of the district?
Okay, yeah, you guys set a time and place to meet, specifics again,
Mm-hmm.
and he agrees with that. And he says, of course. Is anything we can do to bolster our business here?
All right. Solid. Good nuts.
He doesn't understand it, but he eventually catches on and punches your hands.
Crack ass poo.
And then when Lenny comes over back to us, I'm like, hey Lenny, it might be a good idea for you to take Thomas. He doesn't need to carry weapons around.
Yep.
And he's
You're right.
So Josh, the gauntlets of war are gonna come out of it.
This is gonna be like
Gauntlets of Love and War or something.
What's
the Gauntlets of Love and War.
downside?
We don't know. We don't really know what the benefits.
There's certain numbers that when rolled will cause one effect, and certain numbers when rolled will cause another effect.
How about?
Well, Thomas, no.
It's only when fighting them.
Yeah, we're just bringing him along. You're just bringing him along.
It's not like his bastard sword.
And I'm not, and that part's not describing the sword.
So then, can I just take the love one off? So
Oh, you take that.
No,
It's only used if we're in combat.
you're not sure how it's used.
Yeah. No, it's
You
just,
don't know if removing one is even gonna have any effect on the other one.
you're just gonna go with him, kind of.
yeah.
You don't need weapons. You're one of the few people that don't actually need weapons, and you can still
Some
hold
hunting.
your. Yeah, you can still hold your own.
Wendell says, might I recommend the Bard goes with you? They do love entertainment.
The bar goes.
The
Bard.
Crumbs.
Oh.
I was talking about crumbs.
I noticed his loot.
Yep. That works. That could work.
I can use it special if you want.
Crumbs, just come back in my face.
Okay, so Wendell says, if you'd like, I'll take you to the Dusty Crab now.
Yes, lead the way, please.
Okay, and he takes you through. You go through the streets. You notice a lot of there's actually a lot of races here, but one thing you're noticing is there's actually a massive influx from anywhere you've been before of tieflings.
Nowhere, look.
And they're all,
Look, more devil people like you.
a lot of them seem to be giving looks over to nowhere actually.
Hey,
Ooh.
if this place works out for you, you could just rename yourself somewhere.
I haven't heard that one before.
But you're noticing that. You notice every now and then you'll see like one of the merchant class guys.
You know
coming
what?
in
Didn't
there,
you say you're from Luke Cannon?
Yes, I don't like to speak of it.
Interesting.
I just like to get out of here as quickly as possible.
I understand. Well, while the other three are off dealing with the merchants, maybe you and I could maybe find somebody that knows the area and can give us a rough map of where we need to head to.
Sounds like a plan.
And so we don't have to sit still.
Okay. And by the way, we're gonna be able to do like a 5-minute intermission at any point during this thing.
No, we lost that when you were over 5 minutes late.
I was actually waiting for you guys
Hold
out
the
here.
mic just to drop it.
It's just a big blotch of blue.
Oh my
Solid
god.
yelled. That's getting edited. That's
Solid
gonna sound awful.
That was like,
Yeah.
Just crack.
Just trebly crackling.
alright, jump.
So, you know what? Let's take the hands from you, Thomas. What?
I didn't realize how many oils were in Cheez-Its.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it was a conspiracy.
It's pretty much oils, a little bit of sawdust, and some meat. And cheese. Because they do make real cheese, they use real cheese apparently.
They
Cheese
they would shirt it with cowboy hats.
Cheddar sauce.
Yeah.
We're off track. Back to
Sorry,
Aziz.
sorry.
Alright, but you're noticing every now and then there's like some of the wealthy merchants that are kind of passing in and out. But you do see, again, there's some tieflings with them that look pretty dangerous looking folk. And there's one guy you actually even see that has a Goliath. You see another Goliath in town, and it was with this merchant guy. And he's taking you through. They're all, of course, looking at you with, some kind of very judgmental looks, as you guys do have a slave army. And they don't. They look very
They're
much
not
like slaves.
accepting of slavery.
It's a class thing.
They view us as, even though, I mean,
We're trying to help their business.
let them look
by-
down on us. That they're always going to look down on us.
There's no-
They'll look down on
We're
us.
not trying to make social change here.
They're going to look down on us right up until the guillotine comes down on their neck. Nothing you can do about that.
Yuppie scum.
Don't let it get to you, Lenny. These people, they know nothing else. It's not out of hatred. It's just, it's just
Look.
ignorance.
I know what it's like to be looked down upon. You don't have to give me that spiel.
oh yeah.
I know what it's like to be looked down upon as well.
God, Christ.
God!
Violence.
That's actually really funny though.
Crumbs, I think, you might have to see someone about these issues you're dealing with.
Violin music starts playing in the background. So
Try to
you're
hold
passing through here, and then you start passing through what seems to be like kind of like a food market district. And Wendell says, if you'd like any nourishment for your army, this is definitely where you'll get it. Of course, we'll provide a little bit of the vegetable you had earlier.
Seeing as we will be taking care of the Belgo issue, I think it's only right if we were somehow, provided for in at least a moderate sense.
Oh, I agree. I'm just not the one that makes that call. I'm only the gatekeeper. If you
Yeah,
will.
that's true. I'm sorry. Who would be in charge of that?
Let us speak to the king.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd like to see the king too.
Well,
Very busy.
who can we get in touch with about this sort
I mean,
of...
I think the king would be less helpful than like a wealthy merchant that actually.
No, I'm not saying, no, yeah, I think we could just use whatever he provides us to
Right.
get better equipment.
If you'd like, I believe your emissary here might be able to make those transactions without us even intervening. They typically don't trust the guard of the town since there's a history there, so.
Okay.
I'll just go in town and get like some nice looking clothes get Thomas some nice looking clothes and have maybe like
Crumps is going with you.
Crumps and like 2 of my little assassins.
Oh wait, no, that was his. I was gonna say Steve
Where are you
and.
bringing your assassins if you already have 2 boss?
Well, you're.
Are we not good enough?
Well, I mean, the more the better, and you could just look fancy like stone players. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, it's just me, Thomas, and Crumps then.
Okay.
And we have to go get some like merchanty clothes.
You're gonna pay for this with.
Some of the gold.
Crumps! It's time to earn your keep.
Well, no, I don't have my character sheet down here, but
Wow.
I have a good bit of gold.
Let's see.
How much?
Why don't we
how
just-
much-
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're actually. I think you're the.
Why don't you just steal it?
Well, because we're trying to provide like 2
Yeah, we're not
options.
trying to have me in jail all night because.
One night, everybody. I wish you reaffirm that one. We're staying here one night. So please do not get yourself in trouble.
Well, because remember we stole some because we needed a house to stay in that one time, and then I went and stole all that crap.
But we don't know if I'm sure at that point
Oh,
we got
yeah.
sold into
With
slavery.
slavery, yeah.
So
Well,
we'll
we
just.
have really not gotten any gold at this point in our journeys.
I mean, there's gold provided, but it's so you can use it. I guess I forgot to put that in the caravan, but yeah.
Why don't we
everything's
just
provided.
go, Corey?
I'm gonna say you guys do have about 20 gold pieces.
Okay.
20 gold pieces is enough, I think, to provide someone.
You can sell your ring.
Well, I don't even know what it does. What if
And we can't sell it to a merchant if we don't know what it is.
It's a ring of holding.
I've seen some of those merchants. Yeah, but, I can't pay more than $50. I'm gonna have to call in a specialist. They're gonna have to look at it. It's gonna sit on the shelf collecting dust.
Lynn.
I'll put the
No,
ring
no,
on
no,
just to make it look more blingy, I guess.
You put it on the ring.
Yeah,
Okay.
just because I want to look like I fit in.
Yeah, you gotta have little. I understand.
But yeah, me, Thomas, and Crumbs go to like a clothes and apparel mart.
Okay,
We buy the fancy clothes.
You can ask one of the anybody that's local with you. So I'll just say there's like one of the cards there that are helping.
Okay, yeah. Hey, do you know where like an apparel mart might be? Like where I can buy some clothes that I might fit in a little bit more, and then I like kind of make like a sarcastic gesture because I'm wearing full armor and I'm a halfling in dragon thing society. Or
Oh yes.
tiefling, yeah, that's it.
If
Dragonborns, what was that original place?
that was the Draymont.
Yeah.
And he says, "Oh, of course. I haven't really been there a whole lot, so I can't really afford very much trying to feed my family. Us guards don't get a lot of wage."
I take a gold coin and I flip it at him.
He's very thankful. He says, "Yes, let me. If you go to," and he gives you specific directions on how to get there. It's not that far off.
What?
Make a note that the guards don't get paid well.
And he takes you, but he takes you a little bit of the way, and he says, "Yes, this way right here." So I don't know if you want to continue to group to the Dusty Crab. We're almost there. But if you'd like, I'll personally take you back over here.
All right, sounds good, my man. And then I was gonna slap his shoulder, but I'm much too short, so I kind of slapped the side of his thigh.
He gets a little slight worried look, but he immediately puts a smile back on. Yeah, so he says, "Yes, we're almost there." And so, okay, so you guys arrive at the Dusty Crab, and you look up, and it's very much like a lot of the other stuff, made with like kind of that mud brick, just packed together materials from around you guys. And it's like a large. It almost looks like a corral, but it's really covered. It has columns and what little brush they've used on it. They've covered it with brush. Keeps the sun out of it, and you see it's a very outdoors kind of place. It's a pavilion almost, and there's like a lot of beds. They have tables. There's like a kind of a kitchen-y area. Everything's outdoor though. And he says, "All right, this is the Dusty Crab," and a couple comes out and they greet you guys and say, "Are all of you staying here?" Their eyes are very excited.
Just for the night.
But we have a lot of really good amenities here at the Dusty Crab.
we have a shade pool over here. There's no water, but it's very shaded.
There's a lover's suite. It has a heart-shaped hot tub.
There's a few sectioned off VIP rooms.
Every time.
But there actually is that kind of setup though. There's like a lot, like the mass kind of sleeping area, but then there's also you see a couple sectioned off like rooms, if you will, or for private. And say, well, please come on in. And Wendell says, I will leave you here for the time. Mr. Lenny, I'll meet you back. You said in about
An hour now.
Okay, about an hour. We'll be back in an hour at that location. Okay, so you guys are out in the Dusty Crab, and the guard comes up to you and asks, Lenny, would you like to go to the market?
Yeah, sure, thanks. Come on, Thomas. Crumbs.
Okay.
You don't mind following.
What? I was calling you over.
Do you
You don't have to, Thomas, you don't have to go. You don't want to.
think it'd be cheaper if we like went to a buffet or something?
What do you mean a buffet? We're trying to get clothes.
I'm just saying, like, food-wise for the whole group.
Oh, we're trying to.
There's not a Ryan's here.
I'm thinking like biscuits.
Is there a Golden Corral nearby?
I really do like Golden Corral.
I'll
It's a good spot.
All right.
Especially during the lunch and dinner rush.
All right, Lenny, Crumps, and Thomas are heading towards the clothes market.
Okay. The guard is taking with him. I forgot to tell you, my name is Mish, by the way.
Wait.
Oh,
this is Wendell?
Mitch.
Huh?
This isn't Wendell.
Oh no, what is the kind of like side guard? Like one of the guys that's just helping. Like
Mish.
his name is Mish.
He's a guard at NZSO.
He's just one of the guards that came with the group.
In our group?
They were like, no, like
He was one of the
I think
guards that
they-
kind of led us with
He's just helping accompany you guys.
Wendell.
Guard. Mesh.
Am I?
Oh, sorry.
Mish.
Cool.
Not mesh. Like, you know.
DJ, are we gonna ever find out if our inn's finished building?
I'm sure when we get back to the ends.
Wait, which one?
It's a prosperous inn. It has like a franchise of inns all over.
Your barbecue's like, I tried to run it while you were gone. I hope I did okay.
There's $1.5 million gold pieces. I did my best. Please don't fire me, sir.
Wait, what was the inn called?
What was
Found
the
in water or something.
No, that was a different
what
story.
was
Which inn are you talking
the
about?
inn that we
The
rebuilt?
ones that they were rebuilding.
Was that the one that we trashed with that dead minotaur or
Was that
whatever?
the one with like the underground passages?
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to have it written down back in my house.
But whatever the name is, it's like a franchise to Draymond didn't see, so it's not international.
This is awfully cool. I think I remember this name. I hope I did my best. $2 million gold a month is the income we're looking at.
I really tried. I'm not that educated in these matters, but
All margins are out of this world. It costs literally nothing almost.
We have a 40% profit margin. I hope that's okay. Please don't fire me, sir. This will do. Okay, back to the story. Back to these three going down to the.
okay. So you guys are going around the mart, and there's plenty to pick from down there. So if you want to look, in the meantime, Lorian and Nowhere. I don't know if you guys want to do anything at the inn or.
I talked to Nowhere earlier about maybe trying to find somebody that may know the area, kind of give us an outline of the map. I don't know where the mine is that we need to be going exactly.
I know where the mine is.
Oh, well, then never mind Nowhere.
And we have Aaron.
Yes. So, I mean, I'll just stay here and wait for the other three to return and I'll sit and tell stories about our adventures to the people and give them kind of like a pep talk and keep them motivated and happy. That's what I do on the paladin.
Alright, it works. That moment though is your men are still filing in. You guys. No, just there's an elf that was he was kind of bringing food out of the Dusty Crab there, and he's carrying baskets, not like just like ingredients, and he passes by. He goes, Nowhere, is that you?
And I look at Nowhere kind of like shocked, like, what is going on kind of look.
I have no idea who that is.
I'll
Let me just text my crystal. Jason. Just texting crystal.
Oh wait, never mind. I don't need to do that because you're gonna. And Lorian, and Nowhere. I guess just both roll intelligence real quick.
Great.
Or
Four. So
who are you? Get away from me!
it's improvement from last week.
3.
I clearly do not know who this is.
Even combined, you guys were really powerful.
Okay, so I'm still looking at him. I'm completely lost on who this is.
And then he looks over and he sees Lauren. He goes, you remember me, right? Or no?
No. Remind me again. It's
Oh,
been some
come
time
on,
since
you
I've
know.
been to see, so
I cook for Hanan. Remember?
And I put my hand on the hilt of my sword, kind of thing.
You said you loved me.
Wait, is he also the guy that made us fall asleep? And then
like, do I really know this person?
No, you guys passed up because of the camels that were out there.
I didn't know if this was the naked elf.
This is the naked elf.
Oh, so I recognize him too.
Yeah, you do recognize him.
I don't remember his name though.
I think it was just naked elf chef.
Yeah.
Waiter. What are you
What are you
doing?
doing here?
Oh,
Jinx.
You're
I-
a cook.
well, we ran out of some of Hanan's taste of food, so I had to come back here and get some more because I guess he's not really following, the flavor of Korholt, if you will. I did my best with what I had there, but I just worked better with these ingredients.
I am literally, like, you can see the clenchness in my jaw right now, and like my knuckles are like a white, because like all I do is associate this guy with Ron right now.
Make it quick.
Remind me what your name was again?
I'm Wooly.
Wooly.
Oh, team meeting. Team meeting.
You're gone.
You guys aren't
You
there.
guys are gone.
You guys are closed
You
shopping.
guys are.
You're
You guys are
TJ
the Macy's. Sorry.
Gosh, I've had good ideas in the past, but this good idea.
let me guess, you kill him.
No.
Have you had any recent communications with Hanan?
It's been about a week or so. I mean, it takes a long time for me to travel over here. He insists on me traveling, in the cargo area, if you will. He doesn't really want me being seen, I guess. I'm not sure, whatever, but...
Are you feeding Hanan directly now? Are you still doing your basic, being a chef for Hanan?
Oh, yeah, I make all of his favorites.
How's he treating you?
Well, man, he treats me pretty well. He gives me a nice little area to sleep in, and...
Wooly, do you mind if I speak with my associate for a minute in private?
Oh, sure, yes, forgive me, I'm
Ask
sorry,
him
yes.
how long he's gonna be there for.
You don't have to leave. Nowhere in Iowa just talk over here. Yes.
That was a lot of build up there.
He's
Taking note of
the
that.
chef for Hanan. We give Wooly some poisoned food. He feeds it to Hanan, and Hanan's taken care of.
I was thinking the same thing, but I just can't pass up the idea of cutting him down myself with my sword.
We don't want to draw any unwanted attention.
No, I'm not talking about killing the chef. No,
Oh.
God, no. What did the chef? He didn't do anything. I'm talking about the look on Hanan's face when I cut him
Yeah,
down and
I'm-
watching him as he thinks we're long dead.
I
Look
want
at
to give
his
him an
eyes.
RKO.
So I guess I know Thomas speak a lot about an RKO. So as soon as he RKOs him, I'll decapitate him. I know what you're saying though, Nowhere, and the temptation is definitely there to try to rid the world of Hanan early.
Alright, well, we should just not let the chef in on anything that we're doing right now.
You're very right on that.
DJ, I need you to roll, what are you rolling? Hold on.
Write him a note that
Let me
says,
see this.
TJ, write him a note that says we're still here, and give a note to him to give to him.
I think you roll Constitution, don't you?
For poison? I was like, what are you making me check for? I can help you out.
You don't make me check for it.
Oh, my dang sword. I got a 10.
It's not good enough, I'm sorry.
You could have just said, I know you wanted me to fail. You could have just said,
No, I mean, You have to get 11 or higher.
Convenient.
Just saying.
I think you did actually say that
Yeah.
thing about the sword.
Okay, that's fine.
Or not when you we were talking about it.
So you immediately feel your mouth tighten up as this angry little dwarf starts to speak out of your mouth. He said, "You wiry little sap! I'll cut you down now."
Is he talking? Are you talking to me?
I think I'm talking to the cook. Right
Wooly.
now.
He's talking to Wooly.
Not because I want
Do
to.
something.
I go ahead and God.
I'm gonna knock Lorian out. Non-lethal combat.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna need you to roll for it though.
Yeah, I've got an ace.
Dude.
What? He turns to you. How dare you lay your hands on me?
I kind of take my sword at this point and I just throw it to the ground. Unsheath it and throw it to the ground. Try to regain control. Of
You
my-
regain control of your mouth.
First off, I look at Nowhere and kind of give him like a really kind of look.
Another fighter.
Not much is clear. And I look at Wooly. I am sorry.
He's kind of ran to the back of the inn by this point. And some of the guards, the local guards, have kind of come in to see what's going on. They're like trying to hold you off from like going after Wooly. They say, "Hey, what's the trouble here? Nothing we have to settle with blades.
What'd you say?
Nothing we have to settle with blades. What's going
No,
on?"
there was a miscommunication on my part. I am sorry. I don't speak the native language here, and so there was a miscommunication. That was all.
Just do a bluff. Do a bluff. That's actually really good.
Of course. What is my deception or persuasion?
5, yeah.
7.
No, what's your plus?
Mental picture.
Well, no, it's 5 plus 2.
You actually really got it though, because that was a good one. So I mean, I was making it easy.
Thank you.
But as long as you didn't roll like really low number, they throw you into stockades.
That's all I said. So I apologize, guard. There was no need. I was just trying to talk with the chef. Like I said, I don't speak the language very well. I don't speak the language at all, and he speaks very poor common. So there's just a miscommunication. I meant no harm.
He seemed to speak pretty good common. I don't know what you're saying.
I didn't know. I was speaking in Elvish. I'm sorry. That's what I.
Oh, whatever. Okay. I guess this is all fine here. Just try to keep it down.
Wooly, can you come back, please, Wooly?
He looks at you a little scared. He's very weary of you now.
I'm sorry. It's a long story.
You had to mess it up with that sword. The sword did nothing but make bad things happen.
Wait, one second. Before we bring Wooly back over, maybe we can ask Wooly to invite Hanan to Rootkin. We need his.
God, no, this is why we brought you along. I knew there was some brains in there somewhere. That's a good idea.
You're gonna have to roll to be able to come up with that idea. I believe your character's dumb, isn't he?
No, I can't imagine.
I'm just kidding.
It's intelligence is that.
You didn't know the thing.
Okay. Oh, but will it?
I was just gonna. I was just.
You can't. You are not.
We require Hanan's assistance securing Rootkin.
Yes. Yes, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's ask Hanan. Let's ask Hanan to join us.
Okay.
Alright.
So then we get Wooly back over here.
You're calling him over?
Yeah.
He actually, Wooly kind of sidesteps, shuffles a little, like he's still a little intimidated. You shook him up pretty bad.
Good.
Then he comes up and he kind of like holds on to Jason's robes and is hiding behind him. Never Nowhere's robe.
Wooly, forgive my friend here, but I have an important message for Hanan.
Well, sure. I won't be seeing him for maybe about another week. If I wrap everything up here.
This is important. I think you can wrap your business up early. I'm going to intimidate him.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
What's
Oh, you gotta get a house out.
Finally.
Well,
I know.
I guess I could just get. This will be fine. This will be enough to make the meals he wants, I guess.
Tell him that Nowhere requests his presence in Zizo.
Nowhere?
Uh, If I may, I believe you said you were already doing a job for him, and I don't know what business I could possibly do with that. I can't just he won't listen to me.
He'll understand if it's coming from me. I used to work for him.
I'm furiously scribbling something off on the side on a piece of paper.
I need you to roll.
What is this from?
Just
Persuasion?
flat.
Just a flat. Just.
Another 17.
Oh,
Dang.
boss.
All right.
Dank
You
news.
would prefer repetitive numbers. Like the next few rolls, I'd save them. Just wait until you believe them. Okay. So he says, well, okay. He believes you. I guess he says, but for now, I won't be able to leave until the morning. That's when the next ride I have out of Zizo to the coast is.
That will suffice.
And when you go see him, can you hand him this note? And the note just says, "We are coming." Period.
How would you do that?
I'm sorry, I have
It's
any anger
cruel.
issues. I can't let it go.
Well, we should
Okay.
You're not here for
Did you seal it or something, or?
No, it was just a note.
He unrolls it, looks at it. He looks at you. He gets his eyes.
I
get
just
really
look
big.
at him like, just kind of like blankly.
Wooly tucks it into his satchel that he's carrying. He looks. He's kind of looking back. He's like, well, I guess I'll just have to pick up some other ingredients. I was gonna cook these here. Would you guys like some food?
No.
Sorry, you understand that the last time we broke bread with your boss, it didn't end so well.
I'm not really sure what happened between you guys, but
That's why it's important for you just to deliver the note and be quiet.
okay, I'm gonna go over here. So he goes off into the corner. He's hanging out. He's kind of talking with the. He's obviously talking a little shit on Lorraine with the innkeepers.
Okay. And then, recording again.
Also, just really fast before Wooly leaves, I'm going to hand him my sapphire ring, and I tell Wooly to give Hanan
I'm like, what are you doing?
this ring. He'll know it's from me. Tell him to wear it. That's important.
Jason, who's the camera?
You're
Yeah.
basically you're giving him this one.
Yeah, because of this effect. And then I'll give someone else this ring.
Hang on 1 second.
Alright, hold on.
sure
The
you understand what I'm
DM,
saying.
when the DM has to walk off with a blare, you know it's serious.
all of a sudden,
So yes, some Fate Accelerated for a couple episodes, and then some Twilight Imperium.
Who am I gonna be?
Here you guys. I left the board here, so just make sure you clean up. Laminate or something. Oh, Dylan, make sure you guys try to take a
Myself.
self talking.
You
Just
try at first.
I know. Alright, so
Go for it. Have a ball.
we're
That's all I need to do.
is that on your Twitter now? Okay. Everyone say hey. Okay, that's good.
Got cans in there too.
I'm under my breath. I'm like, no, what are you doing?
After Wooly leaves, I tell him that the rings enable one another to communicate, so if Hanan's wearing that ring, we'll know his every move.
You are a genius. No, and I slap him on the back really hard. Like, man.
The only problem is that the ring doesn't work with me.
Wait, what?
Give it to me.
That wait.
Give
a
it
minute.
to me.
Hold on. You're gonna have to elaborate on that one though, where you can't just say that and leave me hanging here. What do you mean it doesn't interact with you?
I don't know. I tried wearing it, but it doesn't work. So someone else in our group might
Someone else is gonna.
us.
Yeah, it's just us talking right now. Someone else is gonna have to wear this ring and communicate with. Wait,
You'll be able to just sense his movements.
but won't he be able to sense our movements?
Not if what I believe the rings to do to be true.
So you just think it's a one-way communication?
Yes.
Okay, well,
Would you like to wear it?
I mean, I could try to wear it. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
I take
I
it.
mean, obviously you won't be able to feel it instantaneously because Wooly has the ring right now.
Well.
But
He's like, are you?
Wooly, what? What's Wooly doing in the brothel? Oh God! Oh God!
Holy is like, oh yeah, Lorian's so hot.
I Take it off, hand it back. I'm done. Alright, so at that point, I think it's a good idea to cut to the other three.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Just FYI, Bursma is actually, he's just with the group, he's at the end.
Okay.
To get an idea of who's where.
Evening.
I would assume, but
Yeah.
since we're not playing.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you guys are going through the streets, and there's, you're starting to come across some vendors. The guard is blabbering on still about his family and how crappy his life is, but he's still just trying to muscle through it.
First, I want to go to like a jewelry store.
Okay,
First, I want to go to a jewelry store.
Mish says, well, if you'd like to get some jewelry, I guess,
I just would like to sell this magic ring, and I want to know the best place to sell it at. I think that'd be a great place to start.
Okay. And you're wearing it right now, right?
Yeah.
So, you go to the jewelry. He takes you to one of the jewelry places. They sell the least amount of fake jewelry here. So, I believe this is the best one.
Well, we get the Middle East.
Well, there's a lot of corruption in the lower merchants.
Cornhole's funneling money into like some guerrilla groups to overthrow. Oh my God, that's what we are. Hanan CIA.
Alright, so is there a ring store that I can walk into?
Yeah, he points out to you. That's the one that sells the least amount of fake
I
jewelry.
walk into and I go to the counter and I say, I have a magic ring of holding, and I would like to sell it.
Okay, so as you are you still wearing it right now?
No, I haven't. I'm holding it.
Alright.
He's the merchant, a bald guy. He's got like a fat son with him.
What?
From Pawn Stars.
Oh, yeah. Got a goatee. But he picks it up and he looks at it. He says, what do you mean a ring of holding?
You can just hold more things when you're wearing this ring. It allows you to carry more weight.
It doesn't seem to be anything special. Like, how do you get it to hold something?
You put it on, and then you can just hold more weight. That's why it's called a magic ring. Duh.
He looks at you over his spectacles. He does put it on. It doesn't fit very well over his fat fingers though, so it kind of just fits on his front knuckle. And he just kind of like messes with it, trying to like, he goes to pick up like one of the statues in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
You hear him just really struggle with it though, and you hear him, oh God, I pulled something! What kind of crap is this? This doesn't allow me to carry more.
Well, how did you carry that much more?
So he's looking at it. He says, how do you know this is a magic ring? Did you just make this up? Are you trying to swindle me?
No, I'm not, Buffjack.
Go ahead and roll.
Is your dice out there, Cord? Is your spurned lover? Look, the bag's over there.
Come on, do that one.
No. All right.
What's your bluff though?
+7, so 11.
Dang, dude.
It's borderline for him. He doesn't believe you, but he also thinks you might just be embellishing.
And Corholt, are you aware of the great ring makers of Corholt?
No, of course.
Yeah, that's cool. That guy's just created a part of the world actually, so that works.
When you see this inscription on the side, it's actually an insignia bearing their mark. It's actually a ring of holding of great title and prestige. You didn't let me finish my sentence.
Oh, I apologize. I should have recognized you. Give me that. But he puts it back on his fat little finger. And he's like looking at it. He's like, kind of admiring it. And he goes to, he says, I'll give you 2 gold pieces for it.
And I smashed the ring. You know, obviously I'm in the wrong place.
No, wait. He takes the ring back. He's looking at it again. 20 gold pieces. 25.
This, you see this inscription bearing one of the marks of the original numbered suffering guild.
I don't know. I'm not gonna call somebody in for me yet.
You know, I know a guy.
Call an expert.
By the way, Thomas and Crumps, if you guys want to be doing something while this is taking place, I don't know. But you can think of that. But he looks at it again and he says, "All right, well."
Give him some bardic inspiration.
So he's looking at it, he's like, and he goes, well, now hold on, let me, and he pushes, he actually pulls out, and he goes, look, right here, all freshly made, and he sets down a sack, and he goes, that is 40 gold pieces right there.
I want to look at the sack and make sure that's 40
Fair enough.
pieces
It will save the time, you count it as 40 pieces.
of gold.
It is gold pieces.
I'm a thief and I'm very well aware of fake gold, and I bite the gold pieces and do that little real gold test.
You get a taste of chocolate.
It's aluminum foil wrapped around.
But he's well, right here then. He's still got the ring on his finger, but he smacks the sack, you know, and like, not out of context. But he as well, we have a deal then? And he smacks the sack and immediately disappears. And he's looking around, he's like, you thief! Give me the gold back! Give me that back!
You grabbed it first, I pulled. What are you trying to swindle me for?
Oh, you took my gold!
You took it. I saw you grab that crack of gold. Where'd you put it?
No, you did. I didn't take
And
it.
then, like, while I'm like really close to his, really close to him, I just kind of snatched the ring off his finger. Give me that back! I've had enough of this.
No, my gold. I'll call the guards.
What did Thomas and Crumb do?
Yeah, what are you guys doing? You guys are in there, though.
Night. You hear ominously.
What did you say?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Listen
can't
here.
tell him that.
You let us have the gold, or I will arcade you so hard your firstborn child will die.
Listen, this is a misunderstanding. I don't know what'd you do with the gold? I just saw you hit it. What'd you do?
Well, you were standing right there, and I was right here.
So you
I
touched
went
the
to
gold
push-
glass and it's gone. So how are you blaming that on me?
Can I pickpocket the gold?
But you have you're obviously of a of a certain stature, a certain walk of life.
Don't you talk to me like that! I was just about to give you greatness. Did you see that ring? Look at that ring!
I thought you snatched it.
Oh. Look at this ring! Look at this ring!
How do I know you didn't just kill the man that was wearing that?
Oh, of course you would say that you. What kind of what's his race? Is he like a dragonborn or?
He's a
tiefling?
human.
Oh.
Oh no, you're not. You're a halfling.
Yeah. Freaking tall people.
Looking down on me.
Always looking down on me. I'm sick of this. You don't get my business. I'm gone.
But wait, but my gold!
I didn't take your gold, and if you threaten to call the gods on me, then I'll report you to being an ill merchant. And then you'll lose all your business. I'm the wealthiest merchant in Cornholt.
Do it. Try it.
No.
Remember, if you want to, he's done his business.
Do it.
So it's a hard roll, but if you can roll it.
Do it. You got a +7.
20.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm sorry. Please, you know what? Just obviously, I knocked it down somewhere. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Please, what's your name? In case maybe I'm in the area of Corholtz.
Libby Whiptongue.
Lenny Whiptongue. Okay. Interesting. Where does that come from?
Well, I can't. It's a long story, but I have to get out of here. I have business matters elsewhere.
Okay, well, if you change your mind about the ring, please please stop back by my shop. I'm sorry about the misunderstanding. I didn't mean to offend. I assumed because of the attire and
It's okay.
the
I just
scars.
had a limited amount of time. I had a limited amount of time, but I'll be doing business with you in the future. I promise.
Okay, please stop back by.
And then I leave.
All right.
Well, that escalated quickly.
One night.
Just one night.
Okay, and we're just going to the apparel store so we can buy clothes. I guess we already have gold. I was just trying to get a little bit more. Sorry, guys.
All right, so yeah, you got the.
Why don't we just use that exact scheme to get a lot of money over and over?
No, well, I'm gonna go to the apparel store and just start using the hand with the magic ring on it. Just start hitting clothes that I want that people can't see.
Something we do need to make a note that gold did just
Wait,
disappear.
I have an idea to get infinite clothes. I cast darkness just so it brushes where the merch is, but it doesn't cast darkness on us or the table where you're selling clothes. We steal the clothes, no one notices, we walk away with all the
You're
clothes.
welcome to do that. I will remind you that for the lore here, that they look very much down on magic, and they will recognize it immediately. They'll recognize something is out of.
All right,
So how do
well,
we know?
we'll just go and buy this stuff one night. One night, we'll just buy these clothes like normal.
That's our motto.
We're walking.
That's the name of this episode is One Night.
One night, yeah.
One
It's
night,
just one night.
or not, one night in Ziso.
Yeah, is this? Do they have cameras back then?
But yeah, so we go to the apparel store and then we pick out these merchant-esque fancy clothes for us three and buy them.
Okay, so the guard's
How much-
outside. He said, "I heard yelling in there. What happened? Are you okay?"
You stole
Oh,
this-
everything's all right. It was just a misunderstanding. We were just bartering. You know how merchants are.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Here's a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. This.
Sorry, I know this place can be quite ignorant. I've received some of it firsthand being...
I can get shoes for my family now.
Oh, jeez.
Well, here!
This is too much. Are you sure?
Yes, try to positive.
Okay.
Just tell me to remember your name. Just tell me to remember your name.
Remember the name.
Remember the name. Lenny Whiptongue.
Lenny Whiptongue. Lenny, okay. I can remember that. I mean, it's tough to remember some things because I was forced to make a little extra money on the side. I was in the mines and I hit my head a lot of times and breathed in a lot of dust, but...
You're not getting another gold coin, huh? You little swindler. Get out of here!
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gone. Okay, so you guys are in the Threads district. So there's plenty of that to look through. I don't know if you guys want to describe anything you want to get or not.
No, just something fancy and merchanty.
Okay,
And then
cool.
buying it.
All right, great. So you guys can get that. Now we will swing back to you guys if you want or not.
I think that's probably a good stopping
I
point.
think we're done for the night. Me and
Yeah, we're done. We did our little role play.
yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. It's been a while since I've slept in bed.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably a good stopping point before we get into like the next scene. I don't want to get halfway through this scene and have to quit.
Oh wait, that's right. It's 2:30. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you edited that timestamp out in case we want to pretend like
Oh yeah, totally cut this part out. But thank you all for joining us. Join us next week for our one night in Zizo. Hopefully it stays. We got a new website. Check us out, naturalwonders.com. Sign up to be a member. You get some cool exclusive things. Character sheets will be on there. Some artwork.
Are we in trouble for distributing D&D character sheets?
No.
It's
Can we
They're
do the
already made up.
outro?
What?
Do
They're already
we do
made
the
up.
outro?
We can.
Alright, Corey, outro.
I'm still plugging
So
the website.
that would be natural. The word natural, number 1, DERS.com.
Yes, you can sign up to become a member. You could be a beginner level member is $1 a month. The heroic level is $2 a month, and the epic level is $5 a month. And we're working on.
It's worth it.
We're editing that out.
It actually is. We do have a couple naysayers in the group. which the DM will keep in mind.
No, go to the website. Premium membership. Oh, no, Friday.
Hold on. We're working on some premium content for the actual members. Let's see.
That's a pretty cool. Who made the website?
Me and Jason did.
Me.
Jason and I, English teacher.
At epic level or at heroic level, character sheets and new
Jason's just
artwork.
gonna let it slide. Sequoia principal or whatever's watching this, whoever is in charge of who hires you, is just watching this. You didn't correct him. Sorry.
What did I do?
Was
You said me and Jason, not
sorry.
Jason and I.
Oh, okay.
And
Jason
Jason.
didn't correct you.
No. And at epic level, this is okay with Kia, which I'm sure it will be, at the end of the DM's kind of adventure kind of season, upload character or DM notes about stuff, so you
Oh,
can
absolutely.
kind of see what he had planned from the beginning and see how the party completely shredded all semblance of plot and what adjustments he made. We think that's kind of cool. So join us then.
Good learning experience also for any future DMs.
Oh yeah,
If
absolutely.
you also join, I'll send a picture of my nipple.
No, you won't. You are underage. That's weird.
And illegal.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. So join us next week.
It's your boy, Thomas Wonderfire, out!
Hey, first premium member will get an exclusive picture of. I'll let somebody here slap me in the face as hard as they can.
Okay, you heard it here, folks. That's the kind of crap we're peddling. Join us next week. See you, everybody.